At 7:13, whether the visit is expected or unexpected, spending time as a hospital inpatient can be tough. However, it's important to be informed and prepared. Here are some questions you should always ask of a doctor in the hospital setting, whether you find yourself or a loved one admitted. We have Dr. Robson Lutz with us to talk about these questions. There's 8 specific questions, and we're going to just jump right into them. The first one being, what is really wrong with me?
That's always a good question. Now, that's a good question to ask when you go in. May not know, may need some tests, but it's a good question to ask every day because things change.
Okay, and that's kind of like just the good foundation, start there. Why am I being asked the same questions over and over again by different medics?
This is very important because once some bad information gets entered into the chart, it's just repetitive. So being asked by multiple people about your complaints is a check on the validity of what's actually in the chart. It's a good measure. It means the people are out for
more
your best.
eyes are on the information.
Exactly.
So if something doesn't seem right, they can go in and correct it in your
Exactly.
chart. How long will I be here for? If you're admitted into the hospital for whatever, I guess that's a big question. How long do I have to stay here?
That's a good question. That's oftentimes hard to answer on the first day that you're in the hospital, but after you've been in a couple of days, it's a legit question to ask. The flip side of that happens so much now is, why am I being discharged so early? Because a lot of patients are being discharged half-baked and they end up coming back or having to go to a skilled unit.
Yeah.
That's more of a problem than being discharged too late these days.
My favorite question on this list is, what is going to happen today? I'm a planner, and so I like an itinerary. So what's happening today? Give me the rundown. I love
That's
that
a
question.
very good question to ask the nurse when you first see her in the morning, he or she in the morning when they come in. What's going to happen to me today? That gives you an idea of how to plan your day, of when you can eat, when you can drink, when you can go to the bathroom.
Because if you have to go in with the fast, you got to know if you need to stop eating at a certain time. What tests am I having and why?
Very good question. Now, sometimes the nursing staff puts this off on the doctor, so the nursing staff should be able to tell you what test you're having that day. The why part, you may need to get that information from your doctor.
Okay. Speaking of that, this question right here, if I have more questions, who do I talk to? You can't just pick up the phone a lot of times and get your doctor directly. So what do you do?
Well, that's a very good question, and it's hard these days. People have hospitalists that are taking care of patients. You may not even see a physician. It may be physician assistants and nurses who are acting as hospitalists. Then you've got the various consultants. You ask one consultant, they say ask the other. It's a problem.
Okay.
Just
so ask the doctor and
keep at them.
Who do I talk to if you're unavailable? There are other questions. We're out of time, unfortunately, but the last 2 are, how do I get out of here once you're in the hospital? When do I get out? And then what happens after your discharge? So a couple additional questions to ask your doctor that can be so helpful.
One important thing, they give you a whole bunch of papers when you're discharged. Ask for a copy of your discharge summary. That tells it all, usually in 1 to 2 pages, and it's rarely given.
Things to remember. Thanks, Dr. Lutz. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Let's check in with